Wholeness, great morning. Thank you for being here. I'm Mark Roman with Muscle Mentality, and this is how to deal with everything. How to deal with everything that a human being experiences. This is a 30-day challenge, and this is day 10. We've made it a long way. We've gone through many topics such as all is self, deprogramming, forgiveness is healing. Yesterday on day 9, we went over releasing judgments and how judgments distort your clarity, create separation between you and others, and even creating separation within yourself. So as on the path of wholeness, as embracing wholeness, which is what we're all about, decompartmentalizing the mind, coming into wholeness, and that all that we see and all is self, and that anything that separates us from that knowing and the compassion and the understanding that all is self, it needs to be eradicated, it needs to be deleted. So day 10, piggybacking off of all of the concepts that we've covered so far, we're going to talk about abundance and energy. Abundance is energy. Everything is energy, but abundance, this idea of wealth, prosperity, opportunity, abundance, it is an energy. So when you recognize that abundance is an energy, you recognize that money is an energy. That money is transferred, and it's transferred for goods, services. And what is services? Time. Goods take time to create. So energy is going into something to create something. So whether that be a product, food, or whatever, and then it's given away. So there's energy being put in the form of time, in the form of your presence and your uniqueness, going in to create a unique product that you give to someone, and they in turn give you money that they went and spent their time accumulating. So what's really going on here is an energy exchange, and we've all agreed that okay, $1, $10, like there's an even energy exchange here. So we've all appraised money for this arbitrary value to say that this is an even energy exchange, that $10 for a what's $10 these days? I can't even $10 for a nice vegan meal, right, is an even energy exchange. So when we understand that abundance is energy, and when you put your time into something to receive money, which is currency, money is currency, is current. When you build up your current, you build up your energy, you attract the money, you attract the abundance. You are abundance. You are an energetic being. You are an energetic being, and you attract the energy that is just like you. So when you come into building up your energy, you build up your current. You are a human dynamo, and you build up your current. You attract everything in this reality that you want. So as part of all is self, everything is available to you as long as you have the energy to get there, to sustain it, and you are willing to take responsibility for it. So if you want the energy, or if you want the abundance that an independent business provides and the lifestyle, then you must be willing to understand that all is self, and you take responsibility for all that comes with that lifestyle, all those vibrations, all those frequencies that you're tuning into. There's specific frequencies, specific vibrations that you're tuning into, and you accept the experience and all that comes with it, because it's all balance, it's all wholes, and the whole is not just good and it's not just bad, quote unquote good and bad. What I'm saying is that there's polarities to things. So when you expand into a new space, you got to be willing to accept the responsibility that comes with it. And that goes with anything. It's just watering your creations. It's watering a child. It's nurturing. So if you're going to come in and get all this money and not expect to take care of it, and not expect it, then you won't get it. And on the flip side of that, if you feel that you are separate from all that is, and you feel that you are not worth all that is, then it will not be available to you. You're literally cutting it off. You are just like piggybacking off of yesterday, day 9, judgments, and releasing them. You create a judgment against yourself and say that I am not worth I am not worth all that is. I am not worth all the abundance and all the resources that are available to me. So then you cut yourself off. That whole world, that whole reality doesn't exist to you anymore. So what I'm getting at is that if you build up your energy, if you build up your energy, and how do we build up energy? We talked about this, I believe, on day 6. Energy in the breath. The breath is your consistent flow of energy. It's how you build current. So when you breathe in, you are lighting the fire within your spine, your kundalini, your energetic principle, and it's stirring. It's resting, coiled up at the base of your spine, and you breathe in again, and you feel that calm, relaxed energy, that comes with the breath and easefully breathing. But right now, I just took 2 deep breaths. This is a consistent thing. You're building current. You're building current. To achieve that level of currency, you need to build current within your being. So to build current means that if anybody knows about batteries, there's 2 poles. There's a positive and a negative. It's the contrast, it's the duality. And in the duality, there is an attraction. And that force of attraction creates a bridge that has a bunch of energy. And that energy is fluctuating. That energy is vibrating. So if you understand the 2 poles within you, your masculine and feminine component. We all have a masculine and feminine component. The feminine, the receiving, and the masculine, the impulse, the inception, the implanting of an idea, the implanting of a seed. But now that you've given birth to an idea, you got to be willing to take care of it, to nurture it into this physical 3D reality. So building current with the breath requires that you are consistently breathing. It never stops, it never stops, it never stops, it never stops, it never stops. It's a consistent, continuous flow, and it never stops. When you breathe in, notice that you are inhaling. Notice that you are breathing in. When you are exhaling, notice that you are exhaling. Notice that you are breathing out. And in that noticing, you become one with the breath. And as you become one with the breath, you become more aware of your energetic existence. It's going to feel so good. It's going to feel so good. You are a battery. You are a human dynamo, and you are circulating. But if you decide to stop breathing, the circuit breaks. And there's a discharge of energy. A discharge. Now again, with the masculine and feminine principle, if we're talking about human beings discharging energy, the discharge in many cases, well, I don't want to say many cases, but when we're talking about sex, and I know this goes left for a moment, but when we're talking about sex and the man discharges, he gives up all of his energy. The energy flow stops. The flow of all that was going on between 2 whole beings, it comes to an end because he couldn't hold the current, and he discharged. So when you discharge, any man that has discharged knows that you get so tired after, and you become so groggy and sleepy, and you just want to knock out. And this consistent discharging is spilling all your energy, because in your semen, in your sperm, is a direct copy of you. In your DNA, it's direct copies. It's a clone of your being. And every time that you ejaculate, your body was ready to create a whole new you. So it gave all the best parts of you, and you just spilled it. So you are getting drained, and if it's occurring more and more, you're getting drained, and it actually pulls from your spinal fluid, your spinal column, and then you're becoming dehydrated at the core of your spine, like it's the core of your human being. So what we're talking about is preserving our energy. It's semen retention, energy retention, and wealth retention, because this is your wealth. This is your immediate kingdom. And if you want to project into your reality a kingdom of abundance, then you got to be able to preserve your energy and utilize it when it's needed, because you never know when your energy will be needed for a grand endeavor. That going to the next level, see, a lot of people, when they celebrate a win, they don't understand that that win is just the bottom of a new level that they need to climb. So when you get to that level, you can't just celebrate and spill all that you've accomplished and all that you've gained. You need to keep building. It's a milestone, and it's time to open up to the next level. So now all that you've gained is going to carry you to the next top, and then the next top, and the next top. But so you got to understand that the work is never done. There is always more energy to align with. There's more energy to gather, there's more energy to gain, and there's more to create, and there's more to experience. We live in an infinite reality of infinite experiences. We could tesseract into so many realities. It's mind-boggling, it's mind-breaking, it's infinite. It breaks all paradigms. What we're talking about is gathering the energy to go and propel yourself into the reality that you choose. But it does take energy. So if you are spilling your energy into foods that don't serve you, into relationships that don't serve you, whether it's man and woman, a romantic relationship, or man and man, woman and woman, or if it is a friend relationship, if it's a school relationship, if it's a family relationship that doesn't serve you, you're spilling your energy with no energetic reciprocation. So when we give from the place of wholeness, we know that everything we give comes back in one form or another. But if we're giving with this hope that it's going to come back from this person, then it's never going to line up. So then you're just spilling out your energy. You're giving away your uniqueness. When you give from the place of I am whole and I don't need anything from the outside, every act of giving is reciprocal in nature. Do you feel me? Every act of giving is reciprocal in nature. And the abundance grows. So talking about abundance is not just money. When you build your energy, when you build your current, you are attracting all types of opportunities. So abundance, I like Bashar's example, or Bashar's definition, is being able to do what you want to do when you need to do it, or being able to do what you want to do when you want to do it. So if that is the definition of abundance that we're going to go with, then being able to fly to this country when you want to do it, that is abundance. Being able to impact those people's lives in the way that you need to, that is abundance. Being able to be here right now with you, recording this video on day 10, just getting the message out when this message has been trapped inside me for so many years, that is abundance. To be able to get this message out and transmit, that is abundance. For you to be here and receiving, that is abundance. We are abundant. We are energetic beings. And to build your kingdom the way that you choose, or queendom, I don't want to let the women think that this is, I just know the connotation that comes with king and queen, but what we're talking about is you are sovereign. You are sovereign within your existence. You are the center of your universe. From this perspective, everything is related to you. Everything is from your perspective. And your power comes in when you recognize that all is self. So if I can view me from the point of perspective of a tree, then I just expanded. I just expanded to another level of understanding. And when I recognize that that tree is available to me, that experience is available to me, that opens up a whole realm of possibilities for my life. That is abundance. Do you feel me? I keep bringing up these trees in many videos because they are so deeply connected to our entire existence. They have been here for so many years. Some trees have been here for hundreds of years, I'm sure maybe even thousands of years. And then the rocks, thousands of years. These are frequencies that have existed on our planet for so many years. And just to understand that the hierarchy is really about who's been here the longest and really who's been here. So you know something. You know something. Like you know something. You've been here standing tall for so long. You know something. You've gathered so many frequencies, and those frequencies are expanding. Us as human beings, we're so young here, so expanding and understanding what they have learned. And if you can acquire all that knowledge and apply it into your life, that is wisdom, and that is abundance. So it's a beautiful morning. I appreciate you all for being here. I appreciate you all for listening. I appreciate you all for tuning in. I hope that you start viewing abundance as an energy, as something that emanates from your being, as something that emanates from your being, as something that's created within, and is all experiences are just reflected from the abundance that you're emanating outwards. So I love you. Wholeness and balanced vibrations. I really want to hear from you in the comments. I'd love to hear emails from you if you have comments or questions. My email is mark@musclementality.com. This was day 10, how to deal with everything, the 30-day challenge. Day 10, this is abundance and energy. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 11. Wholeness.